Both Republicans and Democrats have claimed that the most violent areas of our country are run by their opponents. We've had our verified team breaking down these viral claims. Here's Jason Puckett.
For months now, we've seen warring social media claims blaming both political parties for crime rates in their communities. One is anti-Democrat, claiming to show a list of America's deadliest cities, all of which have a, quote, Democrat majority. The other is anti-Republican, showing the 10 states with the highest crime rate and saying that 7 out of the 10 are Republican-run. Now, both posts claim their data comes from the FBI Uniform Crime Report. When we went to check their numbers, we found these multiple disclaimers by the FBI explaining why these kinds of rankings are misleading and shouldn't be used for comparisons, adding that they, quote, lead to simplistic and or incomplete analyses that often create misleading perceptions. Basically, the same data can be used in different ways. For instance, this post blames the crime rate in Birmingham, Alabama on Democrats, but then this post blames the same numbers on Republicans. We're calling these posts misleading. While they may use real data, they purposefully select numbers to make a political point. And there's no evidence that the crime in a region is linked to the political party that's running it. With your Verify, I'm Jason Puckett.